So I'm here at Abdurrahman Kaki for 3D printing. Their office is based in Ruwais on Shar al-Andalus. هلا السلام عليكم.
وعليكم السلام. كيف حالك؟
الحمد لله. كيف حالك يا
عبد الرحمن Kaki. I'm the person who built this establishment that enters the world of innovation and technologies. We do all of technologies that's relevant to 3D, from 3D scanning, 3D printing, 3D designing, 3D modeling. Soon enough, we're going to do 3D bioengineering, but that's in the long run. Now, as we are in love with figurines and Marvel and DC, we did some samples here to show the world that whatever comes to any human imagination can be printed, 3D printed. Our machineries can 3D print using PLA form, which is plastic made out of corn,
Okay.
or ABS made from petroleum. I suggest strongly guys, do not use ABS because it's bad. It has bad fumes and can cause cancerous diseases, God forbid anybody.
Right.
So we focus on PLA, which is made from corn starch. Now, until now, the technology of 3D printing, true, they did 3D printing in colors, but it can never surpass acrylic paint. As you can see, the quality.
Show our viewers the acrylic paint where you've done.
For example, here, this is not airbrush, but it can be done by airbrush. This is done by actual artists. Her name is Nawal.
So it's hand painted by an
Hand-painted,
artist.
yes.
Guys, as you can see, the detailing speaks for itself. And as the expert over here, Abdurrahman, is advising us that it needs to be acrylic painted, but hand painted.
Hand painted, or you can do airbrush.
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 So do you guys have the machinery that does airbrush coloring, or?
Yeah, for us, we can do it. We have artists who can do airbrush. I can advertise them to you if you need it painted.
Right.
It doesn't cost much, like 130 riyal. You can paint any of our 3D printed figurines. But we are usually they come plain colors.
Okay.
But now with new technologies like mosaic, this device can inject 4 colors of the filament and can 3D print with 5 colors.
Okay. I see there is some 3D printing happening as we speak.
Yes.
This is plastic.
Yes, this is a rubber duck.
Ah, rubber ducky.
Yeah, rubber duck.
Ernie's favorite rubber ducky is being made, huh?
And also we did King Abdulaziz, as you can see here.
This is which material?
This is material PLA.
PLA. Okay. I also noticed you have done a very fine Superman bust.
Yes, this Superman, this is the color that how the 3D print will print. One plain color, but usually we color it with paint. Then we color on top of it. We do smoothing and post-processing.
So guys, you can see the amount of attention that has been given through designing and 3D slicing, that it almost seems like from the front as if it has come straight out of the comic book.
Yeah.
Of course, it needs to be painted either through airbrushing or hand-painted acrylic, but you can see the service that they are offering for us geeks right now. And I think I'm really happy to see the attention to detail when it comes to superheroes.
And also, just to let you know, to explain to you more about 3D printing. This is called FFF 3D printer.
Okay.
In English, Fused Fabrication Filament.
Okay.
It prints the figurine within half an hour.
In half an hour.
Yeah, it's the fast printing.
But which material?
Same thing as the FDM printer, which is called Fused Disposition Material. This uses the material, as you can see, to print objects, but this does it in a quicker form and faster form. It's a very good company, Flusan, one of the best actually, and they do for you the shapes in a very quick way.
Abdurrahman, I have a question here. I walk into your entire workshop and it's a beautiful sight. Now, just for my viewers, we need to know that are you selling machinery or also doing action figures on order?
So I do sell 3D printing services,
Right.
and I do sell the machinery. The reason why I did 3D printing services is to educate the people how important the 3D printers,
Yeah.
that if they, in the future they bought it,
Yeah.
they are acknowledged the importance and how to create the figures.
Okay, and now this machine is the one that you talked about.
Yeah, this is the fused disposition fabrication, which print in half an hour. This actually is one of our unique and the best printer we have, Creality Ender 3 V2. It's easy to use, easy to operate. not too much fuss, and now we made a new technology, especially for me by the mother company. They create a BL touch system that does automatic calibration.
Right.
This technology doesn't have it, but in the new ones, the one I'm selling, they have it.
Okay.
So you don't need to do what they call manual calibration.
These machines, they only make action figures in plastic or any other material as well?
We can do in TPU, carbon, we can do in the plastic, to explain to you a little bit about the plastics. There is very many forms of plastic. We have TPU, PTG, ABS, and we have PLA. We have carbon and we have wood. So you can make in different varieties form of plastic. TPU is the soft one. So for example, this we created an insole for the shoes. See?
Let me just focus on it.
See? So we can do stress balls.
Guys, this is like the real thing.
Yeah.
Imagine what they are doing with all the action figurines and everything.
And this is used liquid resin. So here we printed rings. So we can print Thonas rings by hand.
This is a dream come true for me because this place is not only selling 3D printing machines of various types, but also they believe in addressing the needs of the geek community who are looking for basically 3D printing their favorite characters straight out of comic books. So as you can see behind me, they have done a considerable amount of work, and the information that has been given by the owner himself, you can see their level of expertise. You want something to be 3D printed in metallic, you want something to be 3D printed in plastic, resin, whatever have you, they have it all. But the main thing that sets them apart is the fact that they love superheroes like we do. They understand superheroes like we do. Okay guys, I'm here now with Marwan Mustafa. He is the sales manager at Abdurrahman Kaki 3D Printing. He is basically from an engineering background, but also one of his expertise happens to be providing the solutions for anyone who is looking for a specific 3D printing requirement. Now, Marwan, I have a question, and that is because I love comic books, and based on that, I see a lot of great comic book art. But can it be 3D printed?
Of course. This is our work actually. It's a piece of cake to print a comic art or a comic figurine, such as a DC or Marvel or something like this. Let me show you. Say Batman.
Oh, you know your stuff, man. You're
Yes.
looking for Batman Jim Lee.
Jim Lee.
Wait.
We have a lot of inquiries for this stuff. Let's, for example, say this picture. This is a 2D picture, as you can see. But our work here is to design it to a 3D model and then print it and give you a nice and a good resolution figurine.
So when you say resolution, I
Yes.
see some of the 3D printing printed stuff that you have. Like for example,
You can see this Batman over here. It looks good from back, but if you can see here, there are some layers. Actually, this can be avoided by practicing and let's say from the software itself, because we have a software after designing the model, we have a software that we slice the model.
right?
And that options in the software slicer,
Yeah.
the slicer software,
Yeah.
you have to choose the perfect layer heights and a lot of option that you
The
have
depth
to,
of the layer
Yes,
itself.
of course, of course.
But do you have any other solution
Yes.
than this one? Like for example, this is plastic, right?
This is yes, this is PLA plastic.
PLA plastic.
PLA plastic. I have another option.
Right.
If you want, this is a resin printer.
This is a resin.
Resin printer.
Okay.
It prints like you can see here. You cannot find any lines, any layers. The resolution are so much higher
Right.
here.
Right. And okay, now we can provide any kind of a texture, like for example, if this is resin and it has a smooth surface, so can it have a feeling of plastic? Can it have a feeling of ceramic, something like that?
Actually, we have an artist
Yeah.
that can paint
Yeah.
the resin or the plastic,
Right.
and it gives the comic touch or the comic texture that you are talking about. For example, let's say you are printing Superman.
Right.
we can make Superman looks like yeah, looks like comic books or looks like a real Superman.
Straight out of
Yeah,
a comic book.
exactly.
Okay. So now the bigger question is the community, the people who love superheroes here in Jeddah, in Saudi Arabia, they have seen your work. How do they get in touch
You can
with you?
easily contact us through our Instagram account, Facebook, Twitter, Snapchat, any social media. And also we have a website too, and now we are upgrading our website and adding an e-store for it. Also people can buy ready-made items plus customizable items.
Thank you very much for your time.
You're welcome. Thank you.
So guys, I just finished my tour. Rahman and Marwan were kind enough to share all the details, and as I've said, they are doing a marvelous job. They really want to do something for people like us who love superheroes, who want to collect statues, who want to collect their own figures and all that. So their address detail, their Google Map link, Instagram account, Facebook, their website address, Snapchat, all of it is mentioned below in the description. Thank you very much for watching, and make sure to follow them.